Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the atmospheric culture of our world around us, and today we can see clearly more and more that the idealistic vision of international relations theory of leftist elites and this myth of the end of history, which was propagated effectively and wildly by Mr. Fukuyama and his book by such title End of History, we see that this myth of idealistic international relations based only on trade, exchange of people, goods, mixing everyone with everyone, homogenizing the planet, great melting pot, global one, everyone the same, consumerism, democracy, and so on, that this myth is being crushed, and everyone who is wise enough to see the changes of the world is coming back to national policies. And we see it more and more, and some nations, especially in European Union, in which we still have these leftist ideas on the top in most countries, many people also show that they want to go back to national policies and national interest defense. I have to say, from the practical point of view, that only national idea, the idea of national state, understood especially as a nation, as a group of people having common goals, common values, and common interests, not always common language, but this idea is the most effective and it can serve to the people in the best way possible. Because if we go to the imperialistic ideas like Russia, China, or Ottoman Empire, and so on and so on, we see that empire serves narrow purpose of imperialistic expansion. And in fact, this purpose gives profits to relatively narrow elites and some people of the armed forces and secret service of the empire. The rest of people need to carry the burden of the expansion of the imperialistic state. And this is how it really works. Only national state can deliver a satisfactory level of prosperity to its people and comfort. I do not like the word safety, because since recently it's abused by any means. But comfort and some realistic level of prosperity can be delivered, I will repeat again, only in national state, which serves relatively smaller number of people, in most cases united by common goals, because nation, here I will give the definition given in his beautiful essay, The Revolt of the Masses, by Ortega y Gasset, Mr. Jose, the author of this essay, Jose Ortega y Gasset, that the nation is nothing else but it's the project someone participates in. And the project, as I said, has common goals, values, and sometimes territory and some common history. Not always common language, but very often as well. So we see that now we observe a strong push to return to national interest, because the socialistic vision of world united by mixing everyone with everyone, diluting traditions, nations, religions, and everything simply doesn't work. Why it doesn't work? It's simple, because people have natural tendencies to group themselves according to some values. And people effectively can be grouped according to national values and religious values. There were some attempts to create so-called racial community that would unite some people with similar physical features, but still, even in National Socialistic Germany, this whole idea was poured by the dense nationalistic, I wouldn't say even nationalistic, sorry, chauvinistic sauce. So still the nation was the main element of this so-called race, and it was more theory than practice. But we see that effectively people can be grouped to serve their good and purpose in smaller organisms, which are the national state. And one should remember that many people forget about, but I would like to recall the national idea, nationalism, that the national state comes from the French Revolution. So this is left idea adapted at the turn of 19th and 20th century to the right side of the political spectrum by such geniuses like Charles Maurras and Maurice Barrès. But now we see that nationalism, history also shows us, was nationalistic tendencies was and are present also in communistic countries like North Korea now, like Vietnam, like sometimes Chinese party also uses the nationalistic tones, which is neither bad nor good, but we see that it's still there on the left side. And it was never wiped off completely despite proclaimed internationalism of communist movement. So in fact now we see the coming back to more national policies of the states, using national interest as an argument, and I would say we see coming back to realistic, not idealistic politics. All the best, have a nice day, bye.